Hey everybody, Aaron Shoemaker here. I'm here today to show you two things. One is the monoscopic view from the Mistika VR application, and two is how to work with Qoocam 8K photos and stills within the Mistika VR application. I thought I'd start out in the headset just to give an idea of how you access this sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the headset on and grab my controllers here, and we're going to go into applications and open up DOVR. Now this takes a second to load. I do already have the IP address programmed into the search bar at the top. So you just go into the search bar at the top and there is my IP address. And right now I'm here in the monoscopic view in Mistika VR. This was shot on a Qoocam 8K Enterprise. Now let's go ahead and go to everything here, and I'll turn on the VR. So you can see that it works just like the other one. The stitch lines are there and the feathering is there, but because this is a monoscopic camera with two lenses, you're not going to see too much, but it does help us in getting those stitches right so they look good in the headset. And this is great for being able to straighten everything out. So this project I'm working on right here is one in which I'm going to be uh, cutting out the videos, these several different videos, and you can see that the videos themselves will change as I switch through, which is great. And I will be cutting these videos out and making live hotspots for a 3D Vista menu. I'll be doing that in DaVinci Resolve, and I'll be doing a tutorial on how to do that as well, because I know 3D Vista has released one on how to do it with Adobe After Effects, but they haven't done one on DaVinci Resolve, so I thought I would do that. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the JavaScript for, or the JSON file for this sort of thing. And you can see here that its screen type is sphere. And let's see if I can enlarge this at all. Uh, Screen type is sphere. Stereo mode is off, which tells me that maybe side by side will work if we open the application up with side by side already engaged, or click the headset button. Interesting thing here, image get question mark ID 36. You'll be able to see something switch here. I'm going to switch a photo, and let's go back to our Firefox. And when I go to reload the page, the ID switches. So I think this is a listener event, or maybe the photos themselves are assigned these IDs so it knows which one to look at in the program. So that's it for the Firefox, not too different than the others. And let's go ahead and minimize that. And so the other thing I wanted to cover today was how to import the Qoocam 8K photographs. I had some trouble doing this because the whole idea here is I shot the video and the photos from the same spot on the monopod, and I want to overlay them correctly and make sure that everything is the same so that when I take it into DaVinci Resolve and cut out the video, it becomes very easy for me to put the video in 3D Vista without having to sit there and fiddle with it too much. So let's go ahead and try to add some of these. So I've got my 16-bit TIFF file here. One thing to bear in mind when you are editing some of these photos, I know the Qoocam editor, I don't know many other ones, but I do know for sure the Qoocam editor has to be PNGs or 8-bit TIFF. It doesn't accept 16-bit files. That's why I'm doing this through Mistika VR, and that is also why I develop them in Adobe Camera Raw or Capture One as 16-bit TIFF, so I can retain as much information as possible so they're going to look as good as they can in the end product. But let's go ahead and load up this one right here. And When it says files per segment, I'm a little confused as what to do because it is one file, but it's also maybe looking for two. But whether we do one or two, we're going to get the same result if we go here and we look at the Qoocam 8K still, and we open that up and we hit continue. What's going to happen is we get something like this. And this right here is, we're not seeing the other photo, it's not wrapping it around. And this is an issue if you ever load these type of photos into something like PT GUI, it will double the photo and then it will crop out one side of each of the photos and stitch them together. So I thought, well, let's give that a try. And what we do, I thought maybe we need to flip it. So I went ahead and I went into Infinity, I flipped it, and I went ahead to load it again. And let's go ahead and load this up here. And we'll say 2 files. But unfortunately, if you flip it like this, what you get is a result like this. And we can take a look in the headset here. And you can see that it is a completely flipped image. So the flip doesn't work. And then, so the next thing I did was to take a preset from one of these videos, and all you have to do that is go to Tools, or go to Scene and Save Preset, and then we can save this as a preset. So I thought, all right, let's try this as just the regular TIFF and a duplicate TIFF. So these are the same images, they're just duplicated. And let's go ahead and load them. And this time we're going to select the preset from the menu and hit continue. And you get something like this, unfortunately. So the preset from the video did not work with the photo. And if you look at it within your headset, you see that it went ahead and flipped things and didn't stitch it correctly. So actually, the solution I found was to add the camera, and we're going to add both of these, but instead of doing the preset we made, we're just going to do the standard Qoocam preset. 8K still. All right, and now we have our image stitched within Mistika VR, and the only thing left to do is to line it up with our other videos. So the way to do that is we're going to work with the output camera right around here. So I'm going to go to one of these videos that I've already lined up, and we're just going to copy all the information. We're going to paste it onto our photo. So paste. We just adjusted that yaw. And let's go grab the pitch. And we'll grab the roll. And then we'll grab the S-yaw, S-pitch, and S-roll here. So we got 1, 2, and 0. And down here we'll put 1, 2, and 0. And now if we click back to our video, we should see that everything is in alignment. So once again, the idea here is we're going to print all these videos or render all these videos. We're going to cut out the individual movement, and then we're going to overlay that over the actual photos over here. And we took photos from each one of the spots as well. And then the hardest part is matching the colors in DaVinci Resolve. And we'll be doing another tutorial on that pretty soon. This is the Mistika VR Monoscopic workflow. And you can see it works pretty good. My name's Aaron Shoemaker with Shoemaker 360. Everybody have a great day. We'll talk to you later.